Welcome back to Seeds of B&G. Well, today we're supposed to actually be processing chickens, but that got a hold put on it because we're waiting for the inspector. He's a little bit busy the tail end of this week, so he wasn't able to get out here to inspect our chicken processing station, make sure our freezers are good and things like that, so that we can sell, get our poultry exempt license. And while he's here, I'm gonna also have him inspect our, the freezers and stuff for our meat handling license. Make sure that we're keeping our meat, our freezers, all that stuff in a sanitary, and everything's up to maintenance, I guess. So he's supposed to come next Thursday morning. Hopefully that happens and we're able to get out here and process our chickens. What did I have for y'all? Oh, I'm trying to move the camera a little bit slower. One of the viewers said that, hey, you move the camera way too fast. It's getting me dizzy or something like that. So I'm gonna try my best to slow it down a little bit. At least pan the camera a little bit slower. I think my GoPro actually did a great job of that. Here's all the birds. They're nice and full. I think we're down to like 21 or 20. Chickens don't really like to get wet, and I think a few of them got wet and got cold. So it did drop down to maybe the upper 30s, the lower 40s one night, and a couple of the birds looked like they were wet. So I think I started off at 27, and now we're down, like I said, we're down to about 21 or 20. They really won't stay still long enough for me to actually get a real count, but hopefully they make it one more week and we'll be able to get in here, get them processed. Some of them are looking really plump, like this fella in the front or a girl in the front here. So can't wait to get those processed. I'm probably going to process them and set up a station right here in this area somewhere near the water hose. The freezers are right through this door here in the back of the house. So that's what we got going on with the chicken processing. Gonna walk down here to the garden. I'm probably gonna come out here and do some work here in a little bit. Jack's gonna follow me. Then he's gonna jump on top of the water and start crowing. That's his thing. Up you go. Come on. There you go. I turn the camera. He crows. So let's walk over here. Like clockwork. I'm always amazed at how broccoli kind of starts off looking like any other kind of green leafy vegetable. But collards are looking really good, as you can see. See if I can get down and down. I think Alicia's actually come down and pulled a few of them already. Oh, she's not gonna like that. She's not gonna like you down here. So it looks like something is getting to this one. So she's gonna get out here and go crazy, flipping over leaves and stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. But she'll get it figured out. Cabbage. Cabbages are starting to get the little ball in the middle. So that'll be good to go as well. These white butterflies, they look good, they look cool, but they are bad news when it comes to your garden. They leave little, they might actually be called cabbage butterflies, but they'll lay eggs and have little cabbage butterfly caterpillars or whatever coming down here. But this is what I came down here to show y'all. I put this one down by myself yesterday. These are 13 feet wide, so starting here at the edge, it goes all the way over to here. And I overlapped them about a foot. So instead of 6 feet, we went 13 feet wide rows. And so this is 1, 2, 3. I can't put down another one because we got cabbages coming down here. But what I will do, grab my shoes again. I might do it today. I need to transplant this rosemary plant. Attempt to transplant the rosemary plant, I guess. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it in one of these barrels. As y'all see, one of these barrels here. I don't know what's in that one. Maybe nothing. But if it's nothing, that's good. But try to get this rosemary plant, a good bushel of it, transplant it from the ground to the barrel to make room for the next row, which are probably, looking at that, probably come over all the way to this raised bed that you see here. I'm going to try to pull the okra out of that today. Alicia just wants that okra to dry out so she can grab the seeds from it. So that's one of the last things that I'm going to do today. So we're 75 feet across, or 75 feet down, and then 100 feet across. And these rows are 108. So I'm going to cut it here, across, and then I'm going to come back in. We got landscape timbers that we're going to go all the way around this fabric with, all the way up, all the way around. And what I need to do is drill holes today. I got 12-inch nails, so I think I'm going to put a nail tip to the end. It's going to come out about 12 inches, and I'm going to mark it and drill a hole there, and then I'm going to drill a hole on the end and do that all the way around and start tacking these to the ground. Instead of waiting to the end, I'll go ahead and get that ball rolling. No need in postponing that work. It's still something that's going to need to be done. I may leave an area or a side open. I may leave this back side open here. I'm not sure of if I'm going to be able to get the tractor to drive on this to dump dirt inside the raised beds. I'm not sure how that's going to work. See how hard the ground gets. So if I could do it one day when there's when it's cold and the ground's just super hard, that might be my thing to do. But let's walk up here. AJ helped me put down these first 2 rows. And what we had to do was use a razor blade, slit the fabric so that we could go around this pole. And then we overlapped it, we heavily overlapped it there to kind of put it back together. These humps that you see, some of it's just dead grass clumps that will eventually kind of die off, and all this stuff will go down. As you see here, we managed to get under the fence. Did the same thing, slit this to come just right around the base of that grapevine. With this one here, when I lay the next, once I lay the next fabric cloth down, I may have to slit it sideways here to bring it around this piece of rebar. Now I gotta walk way out there somewhere and get my shoes. They're way at the end. But that's what I'm gonna get started on today. I'm gonna go get the truck. As you know, I got the forward lighting. Has all kind of power plugs on it. Pretty much a rolling battery. So I'm gonna plug up the batteries for the drill. Throw a few. Actually, the whole tailgate has a ruler going across. I might just be able to measure the pieces of wood, mark them, and then drill the holes that way. But we'll see. I'm gonna pull the truck down. Park it about right here, and then get to work. Get my little Crocs on. All right, that's what we got. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get this show on the road this Saturday morning. Alright guys, I'm out here, just started, got the truck out here. As you can see, the battery is charged and it's plugged up. What I did was come over, I put the piece of wood up here. Don't know if y'all could catch that ruler that's going across the whole tailgate there. But I put that piece of wood up here, just like that. Came over to 16 inches and drilled a hole. I drilled a hole using my 3/8 inch drill bit here. As you can see, that's the size needed for this nail to drive down in there. I did that on both sides, double checked it, and the nail does go through, stops at the top, and we'll be able to kind of pound these into the ground, make sure they don't go nowhere. What that's going to also do is help keep the fabric down, help the wind not be able to get under the fabric and move it around. So we should be good to go there. Alicia's out picking her last little bit of, I think, okra off of the okra bush. We're not going to eat these okra that she's pulling right now. The goal is to let them dry out, and she's going to grab the seeds out of that okra. So I think what I could do is lay one piece of wood on top of the other one here, and I might be able to at least go down and start the hole. I'm not sure if that's going to actually work or not. If that doesn't work, I'll lay each piece of wood up here, and I'll start the process. So let me see if that's actually going to work for me. Y'all should be able to see this wood here. So if I come over here, put this one right on top of that one. Like that. I'm not sure if this is deep enough. Well, it should be able to at least get me to where I can see the hole. So let's see. I think that's a good starter. Come over to this one. I should be able to knock that off. Come over here and finish taking it through. Bam. Bam. All right. As y'all can see, we are rolling through. I was able to make that happen. Now I think I got about 48 more to go. Not gonna video all of these. Of course, the battery will be dead. But I'll get out here, bring y'all through after I get about 10 or so done. All right, I got a change of method here, guys. Okay, a change of method. I was putting them right on top of each other. Then I realized this is not a daggone tailor-made suit. So what I'm gonna do is put them right beside each other. Just like that. You see the hole. And I'm gonna drill my holes just by kind of spot checking to make sure I'm in the same area and we look somewhat uniform. That way I think I could go a little bit faster. So let me come over here, put the camera down. I don't know if y'all will be able to kind of see what we got going on there, but let's see if we can try it. All right. Spot check it here. Should be able to see it, I think. So I'm gonna come right here. Other holes right there. Bam. 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 All right. Did y'all see? I think it did pretty good. I'm gonna move down here, do the same thing. Same thing. Right here. Bam. 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 Must get out of here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them done. 8 of them done is 80 feet. 80 feet should get me from, actually, nope, I'm gonna need at least one more because I have one there. And matter of fact, these aren't 10, I think they're 8. So that's only 64 feet. I think that's gonna get me. So take a look at that. And I'll bring y'all back in a second. All right, guys, we're still out here. Got the whole family out here. Kayla is, of course, at school, so not the whole family. Don't want her to take offense to me saying that. But all of us that's here is outside. Alicia's got an okra. She's already just about cleared out the whole daggone raised bed here. Let's take a look at this. She's got her ear pods on.
Hey.
Y'all look at that stalk on this daggone okra plant. This comes from a little bitty okra seed that you may see in your okra. This is what it turns into. But Alicia's rocking and rolling over here, getting that done. The boys are putting the wood down. That's gonna border the garden here. I think we probably got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking maybe 5 more, and then we'll turn this corner, and we'll just kind of stay right there with what we have so far. I'm gonna leave the bottom side open, just in case I am able to drive the tractor onto the garden to dump dirt and stuff like that into the raised beds. I want to go with the sheet of fabric cloth there, just in case the tractor does mess it up. I'll be able to take up one roll and not have to worry about driving across every one of them, just tearing up all of it. So if it does mess up one, it'll mess up just one and not several of them. If I keep it out of 4-wheel drive, if I catch it on a day where where it's pretty cold and the ground's pretty hard, I should be good to go. But I'm gonna walk over here and see what the boys are doing now. Alicia, you came out here and saw what was these white butterflies. Like that one is
the caterpillar butterfly. No, cabbage butterfly.
Cabbage butterfly.
Or white butterfly, they call it. But
well, you got 2 of them over there on your broccoli.
there's more reason why I'm still praying we get that greenhouse.
Gotcha.
I mean, we could try to put the net over it, but I don't know how much it'll fit. I went over there. I saw one look like they might have laid some eggs in it, so that's not gonna be good.
Gotcha.
That's when the worms.
Yeah, we'll try to figure out something.
We want a lot of it though, like I thought when you said it.
Gotcha. Well, I know one of them did look like it was in rough shape.
Well, that cat, that collet.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, that's the one I picked. You saw I picked one.
Okay, yeah.
I harvested some because I was like, oh no, attacked it.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, I'm still a little congested.
All right, well, I'm gonna go over here and see what the boys are doing. As y'all see, this old fabric here, I just laid the new stuff right on top of it. That way it's double protected all the way down. If you remember from the old videos, this area over here was pretty beat up. I didn't even worry about pulling that up. I just covered it up, and you know, it'll be double protected. We're not going back into the ground over there. The greenhouse still should go over here to this side, and the rules with the greenhouse is we'll need to grow out of the ground. Again, that's no problem. Since it'll be in the greenhouse, we can make slits, we can make holes, or whatever we need to do within the fabric cloth, or either we could open it up once the greenhouse gets set wherever it's gonna get set at. The boys are over here rocking and rolling, putting down the spikes. We got some spots where it's a little bit high, just because it's high dirt in the middle. Might need to dig from under some of these, but yeah, we'll get it figured out. Like this piece here, we'll get that figured out. We got it right on the edge of the fabric there. Making sure that we're covering up the, excuse me. Making sure that we're covering up the fabric. And we'll have a nice little border here. Again, you see me, I'm walking in here, no shoes on. This is gonna be really nice when it comes next spring. This stuff doesn't get crazy hot. You can walk onto it. Water soaks through it. But we shouldn't have to worry about ant hills being on top of your fabric. Won't have to worry about kind of any of the weeds pushing through. If they do push through, you know, we will have to figure out. I'm pretty sure there'll be a few of them that push through. But if you look at this, you can see when you do cut into the ground, you got to worry about just different seeds and, you know, Mother Nature doing her thing. And things will start just growing out of the abandoned holes for that season. And that's what we got to work on. That's the whole purpose of this side here and us making the transition that we're making right now. Alicia's over here getting her butt kicked by this
Got one.
okra stalk.
And I really was trying to get all the root because I don't want nothing try to, well, I guess with the fabric covering it, it won't try to grow.
Right. I think it'll be good. We'll pull this up when it comes time. I'll try to till this as much as I can to kind of flatten it out as well.
I think like this area over here,
well, I still think we should cover it. And maybe we'll just have one row or something where we know it's going to be above ground, or it's going to be some strips or whatever in there. What I've also thought about doing was instead of making holes, just get like the razor blade and open it up, plant within that and let stuff come up, and then put cardboard, because it'll be open so wide, we could slide the cardboard right up around it to where nothing's busting through there.
Yeah, we could do like a cut too.
Yeah, like a hard cut through. And
so
just
with the cardboard too.
Yeah, and make a kind of like a shroud around it, so where it ain't a bunch of weeds and stuff coming up right there at it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So we'll see. All the boxes that we got from all these, I think we got 6 large boxes or 7 large boxes that I'll flatten and we'll save them.
Okay.
All right, gonna help the boys get back to it. I'm gonna go back here and drill some more wood. All right, guys. We got out here this morning. Well, let me show you this first. But you see the trucks over here. AJ and made like a first rendition of our, I don't know what you call this thing actually. I call it the first step to getting the chickens to freezer camp. How about that? And what we'll do is put 2 catch buckets under there to catch the blood, catch the blood as it drips, let them bleed out a little bit. And this is filled with concrete and dirt. Like I said, this is kind of our first edition of this. We'll try to figure out what we want to do. I don't want to make a permanent kind of stand near the house or anything like that, unless I dig the hole. And I don't know if you guys have seen like it's made of metal. It's like a place for you to slide down a 2x4 into. Unless I do something like that around the house, maybe put a cone over it, or just make it close enough to the water catch system that we can know that it's there and don't trip over it. But what we've done this morning, as you saw early in the video, Alicia pretty much cleared out all of that raised bed there. The boys and I got down here and drilled holes. Here we go. 1-foot metal stakes, got a head on top, 3/8 inch. And we went ahead and put them into the ground. Drill the holes in these, put them into the ground. None of this is perfectly even. We weren't going for no, like I said, no tailor-made suit. Some areas like this, I think I need to get under there with the shovel and kind of dig that out so that those could go flush to the ground. But all in all, project's coming along like we want it to. Got the fabric down into the ground, got it stapled, and then we're putting the landscape timbers right over the edge of that to also help it stay down, help no wind be able to get down there. This is a bad spot right here. I need to get in here with, like I said, get the shovel into the middle of it so that that 2x4 or landscape timbers can go down a little bit flatter, like these. But all in all, we're looking good, looking good. Got Andre out here, he was placing the nails. AJ was helping me bring the wood over and punching down the nails with the sledgehammer. Of course, it looks like it's a lot excess out here, but what we're gonna do, once we get this in a straight line like we want, we're gonna come back and either I'm gonna burn the edges or slice that with the razor blade. And what we're trying to do is take it straight to that post. Straight to that post, and we should be good. I didn't feel like putting the nail down and running any string like that. Like I said, this edge, the edge portion, since we're not going into the ground, this is just really to make sure that I don't run the lawnmower up here and tear that up. Y'all have seen some of the videos. But this is what we got so far. Like I said, I think it looks good. And we're starting to see the big picture here of what we're gonna have. We're actually talking about putting another grapevine in here as well. So we had two grapevines going down. Probably a little bit different trailer system. This was our, again, first edition. Let's get some food in the ground. So we used one of our pieces of fence that we had left over and 2 posts that we had. This next one, we may slice a hole, put a post in, and then just run that middle, I'm gonna call it the middle string. Actually, I don't know what it's called, but I've seen it to where you could get to the end and kind of twist little pieces, and it tightens it. You're able to tighten it as you go. So as it starts to sag, you're able to pull it and tighten that up. But all in all, this is what we got. Like I said, we're gonna get in. I don't know what we're gonna do with these raised beds here. We're not gonna purchase the same type of raised beds, but I may hit these with the spray can, you know, paint them some color or whatever, and then put them on the outside of the garden along that back wall. Alicia likes having flowers near the garden to invite the pollinators, your bees, your butterflies, you know, I guess anything that's going to carry that pollen to the next flower and help pollinate everything. I wasn't a big fan of having it in the garden. You know, you already have enough bees and stuff in here, but the weeds is what makes me say that. So, but we'll see. This is what we have so far. Like I said, I can't really put down another one. I thought I was going to be able to put down at least one more, but this last bit of cabbage here, it probably is going to come all the way over to here. It's 13 feet. So this cabbage is in the way. I might come back out a little bit later and transplant that rosemary, but we'll see about that as well. But this is a good morning's work. It is 12:40. Came out here about maybe 9:30. Went up to Tractor Supply, got some chick food, fed the pigs. We're in good shape. We'll go back here, check this. I got a little fire going back here. I'll check that. And other than that, guys, I might get out here and cut the grass today. Just probably one more cut. And we're gonna call it a wrap. Y'all please like, comment, subscribe. Y'all come back now. You hear? We're growing food over here. Oh yeah. Growing our own food.